Update.
Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Abby Price with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. New developments in the sexual assault case of Madison Brooks, the LSU student that was struck and killed by a car on Burbank Drive in 2023. A Baton Rouge judge ruling the state must give evidence to a defense lawyer representing Kaysen Carver, one of 3 men that was with Brooks the night of her death. The state and defense are hoping to resolve any issues with the evidence before the next court date in September. District Attorney Hiller Moore says, quote, "The state and victim's family want to move this matter forward to trial, however, not at the expense of jeopardizing a trial that is fair." And 1 man is missing and 2 other people are critically injured after an explosion rocked a South Arkansas missile factory. It happened just after 8 on Wednesday morning at the General Dynamics plant in Calhoun County. Company spokesman Berkeley Willie said in a press release that the incident involved pyrotechnics. He confirmed 1 person is still missing and at least 2 others are hurt. The company produces munitions, including those used in the Hellfire and Javelin missile programs for the U.S. military. And in the courts, a federal judge has ordered the state of Louisiana to change the farm line program at Angola State Prison when temperatures are 88 degrees Fahrenheit or hotter. Officials say it's to keep inmates safe from heat-related health threats. Plaintiffs argue that the work is purely meant as punishment. Those suing to improve inmate conditions argue that the farm line is meant to be punitive, not help rehabilitate the men, and it violates the Americans with Disabilities Act. In a federal lawsuit, plaintiffs argue the work detail, especially during extreme heat, violates prisoners' 8th Amendment right to protection against cruelty. And Louisiana's new law that would allow carrying a concealed handgun without a permit is set to go into effect today. NBC 10's Joel Massey has more on what that means for gun owners.
State Republicans have advocated for years about permitless concealed carry, and in Governor Jeff Landry's special session on crime, the GOP passed the bill. Then Landry signed it into law. Louisiana becomes the 28th state allowing people to carry a concealed firearm without a permit, but only one of a handful of states where the law applies to those as young as 18. Hunter Simmons with Simmons Sporting Goods explains why the new measure is termed constitutional carry.
With the prior concealed carry law, you had to pay $200 every so often to make sure that you had that license, and we feel like that was not necessary. And that's kind of what it means is we shouldn't have to pay to use our constitutional right.
Now people no longer have to have fingerprints taken or complete a firearm training course, which were previously required. Simmons says it's still a good idea to be properly trained.
Anybody that picks up a gun needs to have some kind of concealed firearm training. Those classes are still really great benefits, and I think everyone should go through some level of training to make sure that they're safe.
One thing to remember is that when traveling outside of Louisiana, gun owners must still abide by the laws of that state when it comes to concealing a firearm. Simmons says it's ultimately about protecting yourself and those that you love.
And now, exclusive